Hello! I'd like to thank everyone who's watched and commented concerning this personal challenge of playing through the Tyrell etude book. I will never again do an etude a day. Otherwise than just a few of these etudes, this book was pretty much new to me. And this experiment was very frustrating and a lot more time consuming than I thought. But I did learn a lot in the process, and I hope to share a little bit with you. We all know virtuosic tuba players around the world, and I think it's important for all of us to strive to be the absolute best that we can become. But we all must allow ourselves to enjoy making music. That's why we started in the first place. Enjoy it. I've also learned in this experiment, if you will, that I am a lot more undisciplined than I would like to admit. I've started so many projects, whether musically or otherwise, in years past that when it got difficult, when I got too busy, when other conflicts came up, I just quit. This challenge, since it was one that I publicly made and publicly shared, I think that forced me to keep going. There were several days, there are several videos that I am not pleased with at all. But yet knowing that I challenged myself, knowing that some people were viewing, were commenting, spurred me to keep going, even though not even halfway through, I wanted to quit. Anyway, there's some takeaways that I want to share, and none of this is groundbreaking, none of this is going to change the world of the tuba world, but it's just some thoughts in preparing to do something like this. And really, they're just general thoughts in preparing music. Number one, I think we all know this, but we have to be reminded all the time. The tuba is just a piece of equipment. It's just a tool. I am the musician. I decide what it sounds like. I decide everything that comes out. And the old saying that we've all heard is even more true to me now than it was before. And that is sing, buzz, play. Guys, I bet 90% of the issues I had were simply because my ears aren't as trained as I think they are. Don't kid yourself, as I have now realized, if you can't sing it, at the very best, you're guessing that next interval. You're taking a gamble. So whatever tools you have to be able to learn the piece, use them. But do not use the tuba. I use cello drones sometimes to sing along with. I use the piano, of course. I even use software. I use Sibelius, especially on the more difficult ones, plugged in every note, then listened slowly to what it was supposed to sound like. Only then, right, when you've achieved that, which I think is the bulk of my issue, only then buzz. And the way I like to buzz is I buzz through a little piece of just some plastic tube you can get at your hardware store. And I buzz a smooth gliss between every single note, right? Even if the piece is staccato, it doesn't matter. Do I have control over my range, over the buzzing? Then I attempt to actually incorporate it on the instrument, and slowly but surely. First I play everything completely legato and connected. No articulation at all except to start a note after a breath. Then I do the opposite. I play every single note, and the whole time with the metronome, play every single note with a clean beginning staccato. Then, after I can master those two aspects, then I try to play the piece as written, and of course, way under tempo. I have to set the tempo for what I can play the most difficult passage. Don't kid yourself, don't play it at tempo, and then play these two measures at half tempo and think you'll be able to play the whole piece. Set the metronome as slow as you can. Then, when you can do a complete run through, maybe 2 or 3 times, then turn the metronome up. Challenge yourself. When you can't do it, turn it back down. Also in all of this, I've actually written out a few exercises to help me with my deficiencies. I've put a link in the description below where you can have free access to them. With these exercises though, I would say, as you see, there's no tempo marking, there's no articulation marking, there's no dynamic marking. So play these with a variety of all these things. Of course, slow, completely smooth with no articulation, I would say is the best way to start. Then staccato everything. Then vary, right? Slur 2, tongue 2, slur in groups of 4, however you want. The exercises are yours to use however you want. Anyway, with all of this. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. And I hope that this process encouraged you and is helpful on your personal musical journey. Ciao.